head coach Desiree Ellis, and also goalkeeper Antile Dlamini. Before we get started, I'm going to remind you once again about our translation. We have remote translation, so please wait for the microphone before asking your questions. Also, let us know what is the language you'll be speaking, because the interpreters are not here, so that makes their lives much easier and they're able to better help you. So photographers will have 5 minutes, and now the floor is yours. Who would like to ask the first question? Yes, please.
Hi, question in English from Xinhua News Agency. I want to ask the coach about your impression on this Chinese team, and have you seen some progress in this Chinese team in recent 2 years? And the second question is, we know that South Africa is the first appearance for South Africa on the World Cup. So after playing the first match here, how do you feel about the atmosphere of World Cup? Thank you.
We last played China in 2016 at the Rio Olympics. They had a different coach and played slightly a little bit different. But obviously with a big league in China and attracting all top players from around the world, I think that has improved the Chinese league itself and the team. If you look at the current Chinese national team, 22 of the 23 players are actually in the national team. It's only one from PSG, so it says how strong the league is. When you look at the way China play, very organized, very structured in their play, very disciplined in their play as well. So I think they've improved. I think everyone in football almost sort of has improved over the last couple of years, but China has improved to a good measure. If you look at the game against Germany, it was very tight. It could have gone either way. But the league, I think, has really helped them with the imports of international players. I think that has really helped the Chinese team. With the second question with being at the World Cup, I think it's amazing. It's something that we've worked for many years. It didn't just happen now, it's a process. But I think for the players that are here, they've worked hard over the last 2 years. But just to be able to be part of 24 countries at the World Cup out of 211 federations says how South African football has grown, how the team has grown, how the players has grown. I think the big moment for us was when the players saw the bus with the South African logo on, and the welcome that they received. As I said in the previous interview, with everybody associating the Waka Waka song from 2010 with South Africa. So the kids were amazing, And then the singer in our team, Antile, we started singing a song back to them the South African way and the way we know. So it's been amazing. People have been amazing wherever we go. They're very friendly and very helpful. Yesterday we had the mayor at our training session, so everybody's just been able to assist and help and make it the best World Cup that we can experience and have as South Africans.
Over there, please.
My question is in English. Desiree, you and your players, your captain, appear to be the perfect role models for South Africa, trailblazers in your first World Cup. And it appears you're not just here to enjoy the scenery. We saw a very competitive team against Spain. How important is it going to be in this match against China in getting the right balance between attack and defence? Because with Germany in the final group game, there isn't too much room for error in this second match. And in terms of getting that right balance, I suppose keeping 11 players on the pitch might help.
Let's not talk about that red card. You're right, many people, even though it's our first World Cup and the tough group that we're in, you cannot expect an easy group when you come to the World Cup, but this group of players is amazing. They have the never say die attitude, they never give up, they fight till the bitter end, because they are setting the trend or setting the legacy for the next generation to come, like others have said before them. And it's not just myself and Janine who are role models. I think each and every player in that team is a role model to someone out there. One of the players in our team was a new cap, Bongeka, who got a cap against Norway. She said she always wanted to make the national team and play alongside Mamelo, before Mamelo stopped playing, and her dream has been realized. So there's many role models, not just in this team, but players that have retired are all role models for kids out there. Because when I was playing football, role models were male players. Now we have our current players and former players being role models to others out there. With regards to the China game, I think it's a final for both of us. If you have aspirations of going to the next round, it's a must-win. They have analysed us like we have analysed them, and we'll come up with a game plan, and then it's up to the players to execute that game plan. And as you said, we need to keep all our players on the field, but we also need to execute our plans really well and be concentrated for the full duration of the game, and make sure we know that if we don't concede and concede early, we have a chance, and it was shown in the Spain game. Unfortunately, we did not take the chances that we created immediately after we scored, and the beginning of the second half, which could have made the score 2-0, and that is one area that we really have to brush up on and be more clinical, because we showed that defensively we are rather sound, and with a fantastic goalkeeper like Antili, who makes the saves that keeps you in the game, there's always a chance. But it's going to be, as we said, it's war at the World Cup for us. We lost the first battle, but we must make sure that we win this battle.
Now we're closing for photographers. You're welcome to stay in the room if you wish, but no more photos, please. Yes, next question here.
Thank you. I'm a journalist from CCTV China. One question for coach in English. We know that in your team, 2 players play in Beijing, China. What useful information do you get about the Chinese team from the 2 players? And tomorrow face the Chinese team, what kind of tactical plan do you adopt? Thank you.
Well, if I tell you what information was given, I'll be giving the secrets away, wouldn't I? But we did get information, obviously. And if I tell you what tactical plan we're going to play, then we have to come up with a new tactical plan tomorrow. But we will have a plan, like always. Like we say, you analyze an opponent, but you make sure that you don't overanalyze an opponent. You also make sure that you concentrate on your team a bit more. Because at the end of the day, your team is playing on the pitch. But we know that they will have analysed us as well. And we've got to come up with scenarios and plans. If the one doesn't work, what do we do next? If they change this, how we do that next? So we have all of that in place. And hopefully, the goals will go in that we didn't score against Spain, and we'll get the result that we so desperately want.
Next question. Right here. Right here in the middle, please.
Thanks, Joe. I'll be asking in English. Coach, just want a quick update on player availability for the game tomorrow.
100%. No injuries. Everyone ready to go.
Next. Do we have more questions? Okay.
My question to you, Andile Mtsokozi, is how are you guys feeling after words of encouragement from Caster Semenya, who visited you guys earlier on today?
Firstly, Caster Semenya has achieved a lot of things in life. She is a role model to every girl in South Africa. Just her presence brings positivity. She is amazing. She's got a great spirit, and she's a child from Limpopo, so you should know that she's an exciting soul. So it has honestly boosted our confidence, because she's the world best, and when you rub shoulders with the world best, you know what happens. But anyways, yeah, we're just excited that she came around and, gave us a feel of what can I say, a feel of being winners, because she's a winner. So that drives you, finding a soul like that coming where you are at and just wanting to take a picture with you. It shows that, she's supportive and she's there for you, and she knows that you are capable of doing anything as long as you believe in yourself.
Next question. No more questions? Okay, so thank you very much, Desiree Ellis and Adelaide Dlamini, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.